What's up, you guys? I'm making you this video today, the 10 ways the devil keeps you from realizing your vision. I'm sharing this with you today because I love you guys. I want you to realize your vision because this world, this life that we are in is a spiritual existence. It's spiritual warfare out here. It's either you're on God, in the good and the light, or you're on the devil, the darkness, just the evil, the things that are going to lead you to nothing good. Okay, so I want to talk with you today about the 10 ways. This is crucial that you understand this. Number 1, plant seeds of doubt. This is how the devil operates, and as you become more and more aware of these 10 things, you're going to turn from the darkness to the light. You're going to be able to recognize these evil thoughts, these imaginary thoughts, or potential scenarios that take place in your mind, and you're going to recognize them, and you're not going to listen to them. You're just not going to give it your attention. Now, the devil plants seeds of doubt. He makes you question your abilities and worthiness. How many times have you questioned, dang, can I do this? Am I really worthy of that? Am I really capable of that? That's all lies. Anyone that's ever achieved anything was born just like you were. Was just like you were. A human being, a spirit. Okay? Whispers thoughts of what if you're not good enough? What if you fail? These are all things that are going to cause you to hesitate and not want to take the action, not want to step out and change, not want to build that business, not want to ask that girl out. Okay? These are things that you must understand. And when you recognize this as it's just the devil, you can pass right through it. Number 2, distract you. The devil will try and distract you. The devil will try and fill your time with trivial or short-term pleasures that pull you away from your purpose. How many things do you see on social media or on advertising on TV that try and get you to answer these questions or figure something out that has no purpose, that has no reason for you to actually engage in it? It's just causing you to think and make decisions and get involved. These are all distractions that you must pull away from. The devil introduces unnecessary drama, unhealthy relationships, or constant noise. This could be in terms of people, this could be in terms of social media, TV, etc. These are all things that have nothing to do with your purpose, have nothing to do with putting you in a good direction, but drawing your energy and your attention away from what you should be doing. Number 3, the devil encourages procrastination. How many times have you thought of a great idea, and then as time goes on, you just start to think of, well, what if I do fail? What if it doesn't work? And then you procrastinate, you stop, you start thinking of all the potential scenarios as to why you shouldn't do it. When you had that great idea and initially you felt like it was a good idea, you just didn't act on it right away. The devil convinces you that you can start tomorrow. And you know what? Tomorrow never comes. It's only ever going to be now. It's only ever going to be today. It's only ever going to be right now in this moment that you take that action, that you decide to move forward, that you commit, that you burn the boats of the past and you move forward. The devil creates excuses to delay action. You're not ready. Well, you don't have the money. Well, you haven't built that skill yet. How many people have done things great that weren't ready? I would say 99.9% of them. I don't think you're ever really going to be ready. You're never going to be like, all right, I'm ready to do this. Here we go. I'm perfect. Everything's perfectly lined out. You're never going to be completely because the thing is, everyone's looking for a guarantee. And the truth is, if you're going after something big, it's not going to be guaranteed. You're going to have to learn as you go. Okay, the devil encourages procrastination. Number 4, moving up here. The devil promotes comfort over growth. I'm going to say that again. The devil promotes comfort over growth. There's no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. You have to get used to being uncomfortable. The devil makes you content with mediocrity. That's good enough. This is a nice car. This is nice enough. I don't need anything more. Oh, where I live, it's great. I could live below my means. I could live on the paycheck I'm getting right now. These are all things that cause you to regress, that cause you to no longer move forward and start to fall into the past, start to actually disintegrate. It's create or disintegrate. And you're choosing, if you're choosing comfort, you're choosing to disintegrate. The devil keeps you in a safe, predictable routine, far from the discomfort required for growth. Required. Discomfort is required for growth. If you want to make more money, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to take more time to make more calls, take more time to put time into your business, take more time to develop those relationships. It's going to cause you discomfort. But all the greats know that that's where they need to be. Always uncomfortable. Always pushing themselves outside their comfort zone. The devil, number 5, feeds fear. Make risks seem scarier than they are. Jumping off of a tall cliff. Oh my gosh, what if this happened? What if that happened? You just saw 10 people do it before you. Are they any different than you? They probably feel that fear. I guarantee you they feel that fear. Or they did it one time and they just did it so often that it just alleviated. That fear subsided. Now often you will think that things are way riskier than what they are. But if you really think about it, it's even more risky for you to stay where you are. That's the biggest risk that you could take, is staying where you are, staying comfortable where you are, and just being okay with where you are. That's the biggest risk that you can take. The devil focuses your attention on potential failures rather than potential successes. Potential successes. You don't even think about the potential successes. All you're thinking about is the potential failures. No wonder why you don't want to move forward. No wonder why you don't want to take that action. Because all you're thinking about is the failures. Well, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. There's good and bad in the world. Everything is. Our thinking makes it so. So if you're thinking of all the potential failures, there has to be an equal amount of potential successes. It's the law of polarity. This whole universe is governed by law. If there's a front of a book, there's a back of a book. If there's an inside of a room, there's an outside of the room. If there's the top to a water bottle, there's a bottom to the water bottle. Everything is equal and opposite. So if you're thinking of the potential failures, flip the script and think, holy shit. If there's that many failures, potential failures, then there's got to be that many potential successes. I'm just not thinking of them. Number 6, fosters comparison. This is one of the worst things that you could possibly do. The devil makes you obsess over others' successes, making you feel behind or inadequate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you realize that you are a spirit, you've been gifted with this body, you've been gifted with this life, this is your vessel, this is the body that you've been given, the person that you are. When you realize this, you realize that you're on your own journey. This is the only journey you're going to get in this life. This is the only person you're going to be able to be is in this body. So you might as well start loving your life, loving your journey, rather than thinking of anyone else's journey, because their journey has nothing to do with yours. And all you do is think about their journey, what they were doing at your age, what they have in their life, who they are. But it's not about them. It's about you. It's about your journey. And different things are going to take place on your journey than theirs. They may have popped off at 20 years old and been a millionaire and had an extremely successful business, relationships, but they may be dead by 40. You don't know. You would never trade your life for anyone else's because you don't know how theirs is going to end up. You must love yours. This is the only life you've been gifted, is this one right here, and you might as well stop comparing yours to anyone else's because this is the only one. Now, the devil distracts you by convincing you that someone else's path should be yours. No one else's path should be yours. This is your path. This is the path God gave you. And you must start adhering to that path, accepting your path, loving your path. Yes, someone could be balling out and be a billionaire right now and have all the things that you may want, but you're at this stage. You have to accept this stage. Be grateful for your life. Give thanks for everything that you have. And be you. Love you. Number 7, the devil undermines your discipline. He weakens your commitment by engaging or encouraging just this once moments that leads to bad habits. Oh, just this once. Oh, I'm just out with my friends. I'll just have a drink. Well, I'm not really out with them that often. Well, what happens? Then you go out with them a month from now. You do it again because it's just this once, right? But then what? 2 weeks. 1 week. Now it starts to become a regular thing. This is how it slowly creeps in. And number 7, he introduces temptations that pull you away from your goals. There's so much temptation in the world today with social media, with TV, with friends, with gossip, with people being so readily available to hear what someone else has got going on in their life all the way across the world, and they've never even met them, and they have nothing to do with them, but they're talking about someone else's divorce, someone else's financial issues, someone else's success that has nothing to do with you in your life. And there you are, thinking about this person that you may meet them, but it's potential that you may never even meet them, may never even talk to them, may never even see them. And there you are, thinking about this person and this person's life because it's so readily available on social media and the internet, but you're just not adhering to you, to your goals, to your path. Number 8, the devil isolates you, convinces you that asking for help is weak or that no one understands your journey. You think that you're the only one that's gone through a breakup. You think you're the only one that's gone through bullying. You think you're the only one that's gone through drinking problems, drugs, prostitution, junk food, all these things. You think that you're the only one that's gone through it. But believe me, you're not the only one. There's so many people in the world. What is there? 7 billion people in the world. And you really think that you're the only one that's ever been through that. Someone's gone through something way worse. And they'd be so grateful to have your problem, to have gone through what you've gone through. They'd be like, damn, that's easy. Try this one. Oh my goodness. The devil tries to cut you off from support systems or mentors who could guide you. See, the devil does this by you thinking it through you. You are thinking it. You assume that energy and the devil's taken over and you've isolated yourself. You think that no one can help you. You think that no one understands your journey. You're cut off. You cut yourself off from support systems or mentors who could help guide you because you think you know it all. But it's not even you, it's the devil. That's the crazy part about it, is that your body is the vessel. You're just channeling the energy. So don't think that you're the only one. Don't think that asking for help is weak. Holy shit. The amount of times that I've gone to a therapist and talked to them about my problems, and it just alleviates the stress of like, hey, I'm the only one trying to think this through and deal with this. They are an outside party who really have nothing to do with it. They're just a set of ears and another person, another mind who can help you work through it, give you an outside opinion, or a friend. It doesn't have to be a therapist, could be a friend, could be a stranger. You know, you used your best judgment, but don't think that no one can help you. If you think that, then now you're really isolated and you're not willing to take in any information. And that's a very dangerous place, because now those thoughts just start to eat you alive. Number 9, create chaos in your environment. The devil introduces unforeseen challenges like financial problems or health issues to drain your focus and energy. Oh my goodness. I put in money on the stock market back in 2021, and I put money on an option to expire that day. Yes, tell me in the comments how terrible of a decision that was. And I lost $80,000, over $80,000 in just a couple hours. Just devastated. I was like, oh my goodness. I was so crushed. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I could have set myself up in a lot better ways than just put that all on an option. But the devil works this way to make you just collapse. And what did I say to myself in that moment? I said, after all the pain, and within about 8 hours of it happening, I was just sitting by myself, and I said to myself, what better story this is going to be? What better story is this going to be when I overcome this? And these are the thoughts that God has, that your higher self has, that the good, the positive, the light has, that you must turn to in those times of darkness. And the devil, or health issues. Earlier this year, I had a health issue, I had a health scare. I drank too much water, I wasn't eating enough food, and I had a seizure. Ended up in the hospital, passed out. I had no idea what happened. All of a sudden, I got home one day, passed out on the couch, was just feeling tired. And I woke up 3 days later. My fiance came home, ex-fiance, came home and saw me on the couch. I wasn't conscious, called the ambulance, went to the hospital. Woke up 3 days later in the ICU, and I had no idea what happened. They told me about it. And long story short, I got out of there in about a week, recovered fully, feel amazing. Life is better than ever. But I was put through that situation. It was one of the darkest times of my life. This is a health issue. You think that all these things could be possibly wrong with you. But thankfully, the doctors did the tests. Everything was fine. I had a full recovery. And these are things that can drain your focus and drain your energy. And you can identify with these things, the financial issues, the health issues, and you can think that, oh, this is just the way things are. This is just how it is for me. Yeah, I just can't seem to keep money, or I can't seem to keep my health in order. I'm always like this. These are the thoughts of the devil, and you must overcome them. Recognize them for the bullshit that they are. See right through them and turn to the light. Number 10. This is the biggest one. Number 10. Make your goals seem unrealistic or ridiculous. There's a great story of Steve Harvey. A lot of you know who he is, the comedian. When he was 10 years old, in school, in his elementary school, he got back from summer break, goes to school, goes to class, and the teacher says, all right, class, pull out a piece of paper, and I want you to write down what it is that you want to be when you grow up. Everyone wrote down what they wanted to be. He wrote down, I want to be on TV. Everyone turned in their paper. The teacher started reading some of them out loud, and she got to Steve, and Steve was the last one, and she said, Steve, why don't you come on up here and read what you wrote down to the class? And Steve's thinking to himself, wow, this is a great moment. I'm going to get a gold star. I wrote down the best answer. No one else wrote down, I want to be on TV, so I'm going to come up and get rewarded. So he gets up there and he goes, I want to be on TV. And the teacher just starts laying into him. Why'd you write that on your paper? And he has a stuttering problem. And he goes, he can't get anything out. Who do you know that's ever been on TV? Who in this school has ever been on TV? Who in your neighborhood has ever been on TV? And she's just ruining him in front of the whole classroom. And he's stuttering. He can't even get a word out. And she goes, take this sheet of paper, take it home to your mom. I'm going to be making a phone call to her after class. So long story short, he gets home. His mom's all pissed off, and his dad comes home. His mom's telling him, beat Steve. He didn't do the assignment correctly, and take him to his room and give him a whooping. So Steve's dad goes into the room with him, and what does he tell him? He says, I'm not going to beat you. He goes, what did that teacher want you to write down? Steve goes, I don't know. She wanted me to write down to be a police officer, fireman, teacher, whatever. And Steve's dad goes, all right, write that down on this sheet of paper and bring this to her tomorrow. I want you to take this sheet of paper that says, I want to be on TV. I want you to leave it in your nightstand, and I want you to read it before you go to bed every night and every morning when you wake up. And he did that. And long story short, he ended up getting on TV and being a very successful comedian, TV host, and he sends that teacher a TV every single Christmas. And he's done it for the past, 10-something years. But the point is, don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't accomplish. If you see it in your mind, in your imagination, you hold it in your heart, it's going to become a reality. Guarantee that. Number 10, mock your vision. The devil amplifies external criticism to make you second guess your dreams. External criticism, like that teacher, or it could be a friend, or it could be a parent, or a relative, someone that you may know that is criticizing your vision, telling you you are ridiculous and you are out of your mind for thinking that you could even do such a thing. And you know what? All it is a reflection of their own insecurities. Because someone who's truly happy with themselves, who's truly living a life of purpose, who's truly living their calling, is going to tell you, awesome, go for it. Dude, that's incredible. I could see you doing that right now. That is the person that you want to be around. And these are the 10 ways the devil keeps you from realizing your vision. I wrote down one note down here for you. The darkness turns you to the light. You have to go through the darkness to see the light. And no matter how dark it gets in your life, whatever adversity, financial issues, health issues, whatever it may be, breakup relationships, whatever it may be, however dark it gets in your life, you have to understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and you must always remember that no matter how dark it gets. And the last thing I want to leave you with, there is only one power. There's only one power in the entire universe, one creator. The universe, God, infinite intelligence, whatever you want to call it, there's only one power. You have to trust that. You have to know that in your heart and know that everything is connected. All the people, all the things, everything is connected. So when you start to walk your path, realizing your vision, things are going to come into your life that you can't even foresee because everything's connected and you have to trust that. If you like this video, comment, like the video, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.